All right. My name is Itoro Akpan, the National President of the Akwa Ibom State Association of Nigeria, USA Inc., otherwise known as AKISAN USA. Thanks for those who will be either joining in later or those who will be watching the recorded version. This is the last phase of our vocational training program. All of these have been taking place in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank all the people who have sponsored students to each of our training programs, beginning with ICT, Information and Communication Technology, Cosmetology, Agribusiness, and Culinary Arts. And with the next two speakers, we hope to add Fashion Design and Fascinator-Making. For all information about our training programs and about our organization in general, please visit our website, www.akisan.org. That's AKISAN.org. Before we begin, I'd like to share a few news items. Number one, our National Council meeting, the second one and last one of this administration, will be taking place in the city of New York, April 20th. It's a Saturday, although we do ask people to arrive on Friday the 19th. We have not been in New York since 1997, and we're looking forward to meeting with our brothers there. The meeting will be on the 20th, like I said, in the morning. In the afternoon, there will be a debate between the three currently running presidential candidates. And then in the evening of that same Saturday, there will be a fundraiser hosted by AKISAN New York. We look forward to seeing all of you there and to getting to hear from the candidates. Right after that, August the 8th to the 11th, we'll have our national convention in Nashville, Tennessee. We're looking forward to high attendance. Again, it's the last convention of our administration. Registration is currently ongoing, and if you register early, you get to take advantage of early registration rates. If you go to our website, akisan.org, there's going to be a link there that says 2024 National Convention. All the links you need are on there. And then last but not least, at least for now, well, two more items, sorry. Our 2024 Scholarship Awards deadline is coming up tomorrow, the 31st. For those of you who have been following us in this regard, we had a very successful one last year, and we're hoping to replicate, if not exceed, that award ceremony, where it went from 62 students to 175. We had 800 applications last year. This year, and it's not even the deadline yet, we have 1,100 applications. If you're not speaking, please mute your line. Let me go ahead and do that right now. Okay, sorry about that. So again, deadline is tomorrow, March 31st. Rush in to get your applications in. The association will be giving 2 scholarships per local government area for a total of 62. That's in Akwa Ibom State. And then hopefully if we get more sponsors, we can get even more people. As we speak, 2 people have already donated enough money to sponsor 11 people from their respective local government areas. We thank you very much for that. More information will be coming out of this as we get closer to the council meeting and the council meeting itself. For Akwa Ibom State, each student gets from AKISAN 100,000 Naira. And then for those who sponsor, it's a minimum of 50,000 Naira. I will be putting the links in the chat room, although again, all these things are on the website. The date for the scholarship award in Akwa Ibom State will be Monday, the 27th of May. And there'll be more information on that as we get closer to that event. On the US side, we'll be giving 10 students a scholarship of $500 each. So again, I want to thank all the people who sponsored us last year. We're looking for even more sponsors based on the success of last year, this year. And if you just joined, thanks for joining. Then last but not least, before we go into the reason why we're here, I'd like to, again, showcase some of the merchandise that we have, AKISAN merchandise. Again, all the links are available on the website, but I'll put them in the chat room while the presentations are going on. Number one, we have this male wool cap, AKISAN branded. This is $20. We have mufflers. These are $20 as well, branded with the AKISAN name. And then we would like for everyone to wear the AKISAN uniform, the wrapper, on the Cultural Night Friday, which is the 9th of August. I already have mine sewn. These are the pants, but this is what the wrapper looks like, basically. Those are $55, and of course, all these prices exclude shipping and handling. These items will also be brought to New York. So if you're attending the council meeting, to avoid the shipping and handling, which could run up between $10 and $20, depending on where you live, you might want to maybe take advantage of that or get it from your chapter president. Last but not least, we have these almanacs. What got this about a month ago. These are $10 each. It has the pictures of all the council members, president, chapter presidents, board of trustees members, and members of the National Secretariat, webmaster, Mr. and Ms. AKISAN, legal counsel, and a bunch of other pictures. So again, these are $10. All the links, again, I'll put in the chat room for those who are interested. But again, like I said, we have them on our website. And I do apologize, the website was down for a bit, but it's back up and running. And I want to thank the webmaster and the National Financial Secretary for working tirelessly to get the website back up. All right, now to the meat of the matter. It is with pleasure that I present to you the first of two presenters this day, depending on where you are in the world. Her name is Mrs. Unyime Roland, and I will be reading her bio. After that, she'll be presenting for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then we'll entertain any questions that you may have. Of course, this is being recorded, so you can watch it again, and then you can see her number on the left-hand side. Call her. You want to. Please, if you're not speaking, mute your line. Madam VP, I made you a co-host as well, just in case. But as I was saying, Mrs. Unyime Roland, hers is on the left, the Funky Fashion, the Empire. Her numbers are on the screen. I'll also share the numbers in the chat room. Feel free to call her directly after this presentation. And also, you can send the people you want to sponsor to check out her working space, which is 205 Akwa Road. All right, so I'm going to read. Let me pull up her bio, and then I will hand over to Mrs. Roland to continue. One second, please. All right, so Mrs. Unyime Roland Inwang is a native of Akwa village in Uyo local government area of Akwa Ibom State, Nigeria, and is married with 4 kids. She's a talented and customer-oriented fashion designer with an eye for commercial fashion and detail in product styling. Unyime attended Emerald Fashion Academy, a renowned fashion school in Romuala, Port Harcourt. She advanced her skills at GMYT Fashion Academy, Lekki, Lagos State. She has been in the fashion industry for about 10 years now. Her brand name is a Funky Fashion Empire, and it's located at number 205 Akwa Road, Uyo. She successfully trained and graduated over 50 students since she started business, and is proud of the fact that all her trainees are known fashion designers in Uyo. Unyime sews with both top-of-the-line industrial and manual machines. In all, her academy has about 10 manual sewing machines and 2 industrial machines, with plans to acquire more. She has sewn for a good number of prominent people, both in Nigeria and internationally as well. She prides herself in being the best when it comes to fashion and training. Her aim and vision are to bring tranquility to people via their wear, and to also train those who have a deep passion for fashion. No matter your shape, Unyime pays close attention to detail in order to bring out the best in you. A Funky Fashion Empire is a home for all. So on that note, I will stop sharing my screen, and I welcome Mrs. Unyime Roland to the show. Welcome, Madam.
Thank you very much, Mr. President, sir.
All right, so please go ahead with your presentation, and then hopefully people have questions after that. Good luck.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. President, sir, and all the members of AKISAN. A very good morning and afternoon to you all. I feel so honored and delighted for Roland Inwang. I'm a native of Akwa in Uyo local government, Akwa Ibom State, Nigeria. I'm married with 4 kids. I'm also a philanthropist because for over the years, I've successfully used my Bedded platform to train and graduated numbers of women in the fashion skill industry, organizing free fashion training and accommodation for students in a funky fashion empire. I attended Emerald Fashion Academy in Port Harcourt and advanced my skills at the GMIT Fashion Academy, Lekki Phase 1, Lagos State, Nigeria. I have been in this fashion industry for about 10 years or more. My fashion house is located at number 205 Akwa Road. And I have a very big space there that can train over 30 to 40 students at once. Yeah. In the course of this training program, my trainees will have to learn practical and theory phases that will make them become outstanding and successful fashion designers. Over the years, I have successfully trained and graduated over 50 and more students that are well-known fashion designers in Akwa Ibom State and beyond. And this training will last for 6 months. And the token is, normally 6 months training, I do charge 200,000 to 150,000. But since this is coming in from AKISAN, I'll get a token of 100,000 and everyone coming in from AKISAN. What is our vision? Our vision is to bring tranquility to the people via their dressings and also pay attention and deep passion for fashion. What is our values? Our values is culture, integrity, creativity, initiative. What is our mission? Our mission is to create the next generation of fashion entrepreneurs. Yeah, these are our fashion trainings. We have classes from Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. That is from Monday through Friday, every day, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. We do have rules and regulations too. Our trainees will be given a kit that contains sewing scissors, measurement tape, pins, thread, and there's a black and white thread. That's what we mostly use for a beginners. Then bubbles and bubble cases. And in our fashion academy, we do set aside weeks for our class projects, our monthly projects like streetways. What do I mean by trainees to the next level? Like we give them, we expose them to sewing of streetwears, joggers, carnival dresses, because here we sew everything fashion, female fashion, pants, tops, corset makings, pattern makings, pencil skirt, marbet dresses, bridal dresses, traditional dresses, and much more. Anything you can think about female dresses, a funky fashion empire is that particular place. Then how do I cope with my trainees? I make the environment conducive for them. I give them moral training. It's not really about fashion training. Yeah, we teach them how to make it in the fashion industry, how to make good money in the fashion industry, and customer oriented. That is where the theory aspect of it comes in, how you can relate with your customers, how you can manage your customers, how you can manage your temper, your pressure, working with your customers, and lots more. We have different weeks, different days for different teaching. Like I'll just take you through the first few months. First month, day one, that is the first week. We teach them how to pedal their machine, how to trade color identification, how to sew a straight line pattern drafting, and take them through how to do the marking and the cutting and how to sew a straight line and simple dresses like skirts, tops, pants, and simple gowns ready to wear. That is what we begin with. Then from there, we proceed to where you have the real details on dresses. That is where we have the corsets, the bridal train, the bridal dresses, the mermaid dresses, dinner wears, where that is where you have your carnival dresses, your street wears, and lots more. So in a funky fashion empire, a funky fashion empire is a home for us. And I will be so glad if I've been given this opportunity to train people from AKISAN, Thank you very much, and God bless you all.
Thank you very much, Madam. Give me 1 second. Okay, good. Thank you very much, Mrs. Roland, for that wonderful presentation. Again, you guys have gotten to hear from her and what she offers. I'd like to thank her in particular for the discount that she's going to be offering AKISAN. As we said before, if you try to go to these vendors directly, they're going to charge you the regular rates. So you get the advantage of the discount by coming through AKISAN, and you have to donate through the AKISAN website. While she was presenting, I did put the links in the chat room. Hers is the first. That's for the fashion design training. I've also put a link for the AKISAN convention in there, and also the 2024 scholarship awards is in the chat room as well. I'm going to, at this time, open it up to questions. If anyone has any questions, this is the time. I have a few questions of my own, but I'm going to let you, the general public, ask first. So if you would like to just utilize the hand raising ability of Zoom to do that. So are there any questions from anybody? If not, or while we're waiting, I'm going to ask a few of my own. If you have covered them, please forgive me, but I was typing as you were presenting. So one of the questions a few people always have with these programs is, will you give a certificate at the end of the training?
Yeah, there's a certificate offered to our trainees.
Very good.
At the end of, to our graduates.
Okay, that's very good to hear. Also, if I'm not mistaken, you did say that the training will be 5 days a week from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. for 6 months.
Yes.
That's very important for people to know. And then the last question, at least I have on here, is, and if you did mention this, do forgive me for bringing it up again, but you mentioned like all the female, I guess, training that you do you offer for men's wears as well?
No, not at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah. Training, that is a different course.
Okay, good. So what we may end up doing is, at least for this first one, people know it's just for women's wears, but maybe for future iterations, we can introduce the men's wear as well. And that will be a separate, like you said, training process. So thanks for letting all of us know. Are there any questions for Mrs. Roland? If not, again, this is going to be recorded, so you can watch this again and then call her directly with any questions. Training will start Monday, April 22nd at 205 Akwa Road, which is where she works. You can reach her directly on, in fact, let me put up the flyer one more time. But her numbers are 0902-330-0420. That's 0902-0420. 07, hold on. And 0703-066-7752. I'm going to put this in the chat room as well. Wait 1 second. Fashion. And of course, if you are dialing from the US, delete the 0 when you call. Okay, so in the absence of any questions, but Mrs. Roland, thank you very much for joining. You'll be hearing from us very shortly. We look forward to having our people train with you beginning April 22nd. Thank you very much, and God bless you. And happy Easter as well.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, members of AKISAN. God bless you all. Amen.
Thank you. Thank you. Amen. Thank you very much. And yeah, if you like, you can hang on for the next person, but if not, you're free to go. All right. Next person, let me share my screen real quick. Second. So next up is Ms. Idara Akpan. She is the owner of Idyllic Glamorous. She will be joining us. I believe, Idara, are you on? Hold on a second. I knew I saw her on here. Idara, are you on? Okay, looks like she's not on right now. What I'm going to do, I'm going to give maybe another 2 to 3 minutes. Hopefully she's, let me see if I can get to her real quick. I'm going to mute my line. Give me about 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Remember, I just spoke with her. She's attempting to join. She was on before, but I don't know. I guess the network was bad and she dropped off. So I'm going to go back on mute and then until she comes back on, please.
California.
Medio.
Lady, welcome.
Boxaric.
Messiendo, good to see you.
We just finished the fashion design part. We're waiting for.
I'm not trying to join. I
What do you-
wanted to join that time. I'm not trying to join that time.
Okay, yeah, okay, that is true. I forgot
Yeah,
about
because I'm in the family back home.
Oh, okay, good. Itam Akwa, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I posted for you for a while.
Very good.
The lady doing from one time clan here for.
Oh wow. Very good. So she's well spoken for then. All right.
Yeah.
But I'll give another 2 minutes, and then if the other lady is not joining, I will cancel, I will close off for today, and then we'll have to come back maybe at another time. I do apologize. She was on here earlier, but I guess bad network. So let's give another 2 minutes, and then if not, we'll cap off today's presentation and call it a day.
Yeah,
Ambora, she's trying to join, but I don't know what is happening. Let me try one more time. Yeah, I'll put everyone on mute in the meantime. Oh no. I made a mistake. All right, Idara, are you on?
Yes, I am.
Very good. Yeah, so I'm very happy that you're able to join. I guess the network was bad at the time. So once again, this is the second part of the vocational training. The first one we just listened to was that of Mrs. Unyime Roland of a Funky Fashion Empire. She will be the fashion design trainer. The next person we are going to have here is Miss Idara Akpan, the owner of Idyllic Glamorous, and you can see her flyer on the screen. I'll be sharing her phone number and the email address in the chat room eventually. Before we go into the presentation, I'll read a short bio of Idara, and then we'll go from there. Just like with Unyime, she'll have about 10 to 15 minutes to present to us what she's going to offer, and then I'll open it up to questions. If there are no questions, I may have some questions of my own, and then classes will start April 22nd, which is a Monday for hers as well. So both of them will start at the same time. For those who joined late and who are not aware of some of the information that I shared earlier, again, council meeting is coming up Saturday, April 20th. People will arrive on the 19th, and then, of course, we leave on Sunday, the 21st. There will be reception by AKISAN New York chapter on Friday night, council meeting Saturday morning. After that will be a presidential debate between the three national presidential candidates. As you know, this is an election year. And then, of course, in the evening, AKISAN New York will have a fundraiser. We ask that everyone come out to support them. Then from August 8th to the 11th, we're going to have our 37th Annual National Convention in Nashville, Tennessee. All the information is on our website, akisan.org. Scholarships, the deadline to apply, both US and Akwa Ibom, well, Nigeria, is tomorrow, March 31st. AKISAN will give out 2 scholarships per local government area, 100,000 Naira each. And then we're inviting people to sponsor people from their local government area. Last year, we were able to do about 114 extra. I'm personally looking at least 500 this year. The presentation day will be in Uyo, Monday, May 27th. More details on that as we get closer. And then in the US, it'll be $500 for 10 students each. That's 500 each times 10 students. And in that case, we just mail the check to the respective chapters, and then the chapter presidents will present the checks to those students. So March 31st is the deadline. April 30th, the list of winners will come out. And then, like I said, for Akwa Ibom State presentation will be May 27th, which is a Monday. And also around that same time frame, we're going to have our medical mission. I'll post more information for that in the chat room, but again, it's on our website, akisan.org. All right, so before I hand over to Idara, I'll read her short bio, and then she will present, and we go from there. All right, Idara is a native of Ika local government area in Akwa Ibom State. She has a certificate in community health from School of Health Technology, Etinan, and a diploma in community health from the School of Health Technology in Etinan as well. She obtained her training from Wedding Plus Nigeria, where she earned a certificate in professional makeup and gele tying in 2017, as well as at Golden Hand Fashion House, where she learned Fascinator-Making beads and Ankara in 2018. Idara has an in-depth love and passion for skill acquisition and believes that as Akwa Ibomites, we shouldn't rely or wait for government jobs after graduation. She also loves giving back to the society that has given so much for her. Her office is located next to Itam Police Station D Division. That's D as in David. Since starting her business 4 years ago, she has graduated 20 certified students. Though she enjoys wide patronage from the general public, her main clientele are non-governmental organizations and churches. Idara has a lot of hobbies, which includes, among others, reading and writing. So without further ado, I will hand over to Idara to present. If you don't mind, turn on your video, and after that, we go from there. So welcome and good luck.
A very warm good afternoon to the President and all the members of AKISAN USA. Very good afternoon to you all. My name is Idara Akpan. As the President has already said it, I'm not going to my bow any longer. I'm here to present what we do in Ideally Glamorous. Ideally Glamorous is a name that I derived from my name. Actually, my name is Idara, so that's how I got the Ideally. Then glamorous, we beautify things, we make things beautiful. So anything that you glam and it come out beautiful, that is how I have to put it, Ideally Glamorous. Okay, in Ideally Glamorous, we are into so many things. We do fascinators, we do Ankara handbag, we farm bags. If your bag has already spoiled, you want to throw it away, you bring it to me, I'm going to rebrand it for you to still use it again. Then we are into Fascinator-Making, makeup, gele tying. We have a whole lot in Ideally Glamorous. I'm so delighted to be part of this program this year. I've been into this program, I've been into this business for the past 4 years. And believe you me, I can beat my chest and tell you that the business is very, very lucrative for me. And it has actually helped my life. In Nigeria that we are now, things are very hard and the life is very, 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 very expensive in this country. So if you want to believe, if you want to relent your effort in one axis of source of income, you cannot make it in Nigeria. That is why I had so much passion to use my hand and do something that will help me to go and to face whatsoever challenges that we are in this country. I've been into this business for 4 years now. So far, we've graduated 20 students. For out of the 20, we have about 18 that have gotten their certificate. The other 2 were misbehaving, so that's why they did not get their certificate. But if they come back, I'm still going to present the certificate to them if I know they are actually qualified. Because why I said so, if I train anybody, I want anybody that I have trained, when going out, if you ask someone, where did you train? If you ask the person, where did you train? I train the kind of student that at the end of the day, they can fall back to me or direct someone to me, say, that is where I train. So any of my students that I notice she's not qualified for me to say you are certified, I cannot certify that student. Then in this, our business, believe me, I can beat my chest and tell you that the business is very, very lucrative for me. I have a lot that we've been doing in this place. If you can see right now, I'm right in my store, doing all the things that you are seeing behind me is what that we produce. Is the thing that we produce, the hand fan that the people that are doing marriage will use. Then and also the umbrella as well.
Idara, are you still on?
I think it's the network.
No. Mic is on, but not the camera. Put her flyer on the screen for now until she comes back. And while we're waiting for her, I have posted her phone number and email addresses in the chat room. Again, like I encourage the people for the other trainers, feel free to call them directly. Feel free to send the people you want to sponsor to their shops to check them out. The only thing you cannot do, I mean, I guess you can, but it will not be to your advantage, is to try to register with them directly. Because by going through AKISAN, you get discounts. If you remember what Mrs. Roland had said, her course usually costs about 200,000, but for AKISAN, she reduced it to 100,000. So I'm assuming Idara will have the same thing. Let me see if I can reach out to her while we're here. But again, these are the flyers. Feel free to take a screenshot or to copy their information. From the flyer, it looks like she's charging 120,000 naira. Given the current exchange rates, that's, in my opinion, a very good deal. I'm not going to speak for her, but I think she said her training is also 5 days a week. In this case, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. The other fashion was 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. She's located at Itam Park Road, opposite the D division of the, I guess, Nigerian police in Uyo. So I'm going to go back on mute if you don't mind, and let me see if I can reach out to her again. Give me 1 second. And apologies for the interruptions.
Okay, Engineer Kiko, I see you just joined. We are waiting. We just lost signal with the presenter. And I think probably she's coming back here.
Yeah, just let her back in. So let's give her a few minutes to join.
All right, thank you for the update. Appreciate it. Good morning, Mr. President, Madam VP. Good morning.
Morning, and sorry for waking you up. I know you saw you on the West Coast, but thanks for joining.
No worries. Thank you.
All right, Idara, are you back?
Yes, I'm back.
Very good. Please continue from where you stopped off, please.
Please, I'm so sorry. That's the kind of network we have in Nigeria. So as I was saying, my business, we really have good vision here. My vision is for me to make sure I help women to eradicate hunger in this country. Then my mission is just to make sure this brand has a household name in the country. So we are trying our best by the help of God, and we actually do so many programs here. Like last year, I did a personal program. I did free training to some women. I have to go to churches and call widows that cannot afford to pay for this program. I trained them for 2 weeks, which they have to do the minor things that we are training here. I trained them how to do Zara Cap and the rest of the thing. So it is very, very helpful. This business has been here, and people really recommend us for what we do. So that is why I said you can trust us to give us your candidate, whosoever that you want to send for us to train. Honestly, you will not regret sending the person.
All right. I guess, sorry, are you done?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So, but thanks also for your own presentation. I know because of network, you had to drop off. At least for those of you who have been on from the beginning, you got the main meat of the conversation. Like I said, I'll be opening it up to any questions that people may have. I do have a few of my own, but I'll let the general public go first. So any questions for Idara at this time? Stop sharing. Any questions? If not, I have a few, like I said, of my own. So the first one, and I know maybe you had mentioned this, but because of the network issues, I did not hear. when we sign up for this program, we're going to teach them just the fascinator-making or bags and umbrellas and all that, or just fascinators?
No, sir, all the things that we do here, they are going to learn how to do makeup. They're going to learn how to do hand fan, bridal hand fan, both personal use and for the bride. They're going to learn how to do umbrella. They're going to actually learn how to do Ankara bag and Ankara shoes. And the rest of the things that we do. They're qualified for all the package that we are doing here.
Very good. So, but everyone has heard that it's not just the fascinators, but a whole bunch. In fact, everything that was listed on her flyer is what she'll be training in. How long will the training last?
Okay, sir, the training is going to last for 3 months.
3 months. So if we start on April 21st, May, June, by July, call it 30th at the least, you should be done with the training. And then based on the flyer, I saw that the training is from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. today.
Yes, sir. Right.
I'm glad you put that on there because people need to know this is a full-time thing. So it's not something I guess you can come, maybe work or go to school in the daytime and then come to do this in the evening. It's a full-time thing. And then I don't know if you mentioned this, but according to your flyer, this is going to cost 120,000 naira. Right?
Yes, sir.
Very good. And again, given the current exchange rates, I would highly encourage people to do this training because it favors those of us who will be sending money at that point. I'm going to put the link to the signing up for the Fascinator training in the chat room. Again, this will be on our website and also in the other social media channels. Let me see. I think I had one more question here. Do you give out certificates at the end of the program?
Yes, sir.
Very good. And then at any given time, how many students can you train? Like how many students can your facility take?
At a time I do 30 students. Because last year I did training for Kwaibo Chojoku 112. The students were up to 30.
Very good. All right. Mrs. Uweme Young does have a question. I see your hand up.
Yes, please. Thank you so much for your presentation. So I just want to know, the national president just read that your training is 120,000. Is that the normal rate for anybody? Is AKISAN getting a discounted rate?
Yes, ma'am. We have a discount for AKISAN. If someone is coming in, because it's not just one thing, it's so many things that we are training. So if it's just one person, I charge 150.
Okay, so AKISAN gets the 120. That's how you're charging it.
Yes, ma'am.
Thanks for that clarification. I do have, well, are there any other questions from anybody?
Mr. President,
Mr. Pratt, I did have one question if I could, sorry.
Okay, after you then Prince Aniokbun. So go ahead.
Yeah, thank you again so much for the presentation to the AKISAN community. My question is around what are some of the success stories you could share? What have your students gone off to do? Are there any examples of some, people may have gone off to start a business or gone off to do their own thing? I may have missed it because I joined a bit late. If you had addressed that before, I apologize. Thank you.
Yes. So far now, I have almost all my students. The economy in the country is very hard. Some of them cannot afford to pay for a space. But I'm telling you, almost all of them that are working from home. But I have 2 of my students that have a shop. One has one, I can't remember the name of the street. 2 of them have a space, but others are working from home.
That's great news. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. And Prince Aniokbun, you're next.
my question is it a one-time payment or do they divide the money to pay? And then do you only train only Akwa mic? You have someone in another tribe? Anybody can come in?
Yes. Anybody. And it's not even only female, I do both male and female. Then the payment mode, well, I think I can do twice.
We will handle, AKISAN will handle the payment, then we send the money to you. So Prince,
Okay,
if you are, since we have like 3 weeks to sign up, I'll call you and we can make that arrangement separately.
Okay, my leader. Okay, my leader.
Very good. Any other questions for Idara? All right, I do have one other question. The question is, and again, if you had said this, I apologize. The 120,000 covers all this training. Does this come with any materials, or will the students have to buy any, like, I don't know, clothes, whatever? Is it for everything, or they'll have to pay a little extra for those things and bring them to
no,
class?
they're not going to pay anything. They're not going to pay anything. But the first 1 month, I will make sure I use the material that I have to train them. Then normally after the 1 month, I will be giving them assignment. I'm not the one that will buy the gele for them to go, because the gele should be their own, because they have to tie it and take it home. So they will be the one to buy the gele. But the first 1 month, they're going to use what I give them.
Okay, so if just to repeat for everyone's understanding, the training will take 3 months. The first month, you are going to provide all the materials, but from the second month, when they do their assignments, they will be buying the materials to do those assignments on their own.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Any other questions? I think someone left a message in the chat room. Mr. Camilo Senyang is asking the question, how much does your company make annually?
Okay, though this is personal, and I have to say it, by the grace of God, actually this our business is recruitive, because it's something that you use your hand to do. So you can just charge someone a certain amount, but the material that you're buying is lesser. So I can tell you that this business can give me 500K annually.
Okay, that's good to know for those who will be joining in the program. One thing that I like from your bio was that, I know in general we have this mentality, go to school, get a government job and work for 30 years, get pension. But over time, as we've seen, many people don't get paid on time. Of course, you don't get paid enough. But if you can have this thing as a side business or even branch out on it on your own, in the long term, with hard work and dedication, you come out doing better for yourself. So, but thank you very much. But any questions? Any other questions? If not, okay, cool. Well, I want to thank you, Idara, for joining this presentation. I know the network was bad, but you were able to finish. I don't know if Mrs. Roland is on the call as well. Thank you very much. For everyone else who will be watching this or is watching right now, we just had the presentation from the 2 vendors. Classes will start April 22nd. That's in about 3 weeks from now. I'm going to put in the link to, give me 1 second, to the Fascinator-Making payment website. For Prince and Akpan, I'll call you privately to make arrangements for your question. Give me 1 second. Let me put that in there now. So yes, and all this information will be on our website as well. So thank you, everyone. I'm going to put this on.
Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. All right, everybody. You guys have seen it all, both from the other 2 people, Unyime and Idara. Thanks for joining. Please, once this thing is out on YouTube channel, share it with everybody. The prices are very competitive, if you ask me. It shouldn't be more than $100, depending on the current, or based on the current exchange rate right now. The Fascinator-Making is going to last 3 months, fashion design 6 months. The more people we can, as I like to say, stop from calling us at 2, 3 a.m. every day asking for money, the better. We've been giving out scholarships. We've been doing medical missions. As I always say, these equate to giving people fish instead of training them on how to fish. So with these empowerment programs, and I can tell you from the ICT, the cosmetology that is ongoing, We did agribusiness and then culinary arts, I would say. And all this information is on our website. By the way, everything that we do, I contact all the students. I put their success stories on the website with very few exceptions. I mean, generally speaking, the feedback has been positive and all the students have been doing good for themselves. In the case of ICT, one of the students is currently working in Canada. He started off with this training in Uyo. The lady, was one lady who did culinary arts. I think, if I'm not mistaken, she's a chef in a hotel in Lagos as we speak. So cosmetology, we're working with a guy here in Atlanta who's been in the beauty supply business for 25 years. When we started off, he's still giving out, I think, 35,000 Naira to all the graduating students. Started off making, with the school, 10,000 bars of soap, exporting to Atlanta for sale. It went up to 20,000, and as of last week, the lady Mercy told me that the man has told her to increase that to 50,000 bars of soap, which are going to be coming to the US for sale. So these are the kind of success stories we want to hear. Hopefully the future president and even other presidents will continue these programs because, again, feedback has been positive, both on the US and the Nigerian side. So thank you for joining. You'll be hearing from us soon. And again, I hope to see all of you at the council meeting in New York. Happy Easter. Remain blessed.